Hello and welcome to my channel, Angel.elementz. Sorry, I don't have a good intro yet. I'm just gonna do a reading, and this is gonna be like a general. So we take what resonates and leave the rest. Ooh, okay, so already it's a little bit of a bittersweet energy that I'm getting. There was a very dark connection that you found yourself in. You released this, it was a devil energy, it was an attachment, a healthy one, to this relationship. And you ended up feeling this like, very, very like emotionally pained from it. Let me keep pulling some cards. Yeah, it's like you feel good though that it didn't work. Because you can work on other things. It's like you still have a new direction. You didn't want to have to let go of fighting. Okay. Somebody was holding on to this connection. Well, yeah, with the devil energy there. So somebody was holding on to this connection and they were like fighting you for this connection. I don't think this is your energy. I think this is somebody else. You feel good about letting it go. But somebody didn't want to let go. They wanted to stay and fight for this, but they kind of see there was a lesson in like all of this. It's a lot of conflict in this connection. There could have even been two connections. I'm seeing two relationships here, and neither of them worked. So like whoever this was like, they were very much trying to have two partners, and they just didn't. They ended up getting hurt because I guess that backfired. Yeah, they're a player. This person was a player, and it's like now they get nothing. So you learned a lesson from this that you need to heal. This person was playing off your insecurities, and there was a betrayal. Like you obviously felt betrayed by this, and you were able to cut the cord by not even giving it the time of day. Like you stopped even like feeding this situationship energy. Like you just stopped giving a fuck. And it's like you're not even worried about things that didn't work out anymore. It's like you know that the universe, yeah, you're like celebrating, because it's like whatever's meant for me will simply find me kind of like energy. Like you're not gonna be chasing people anymore. What's this? That's the Six of Pentacles in reverse. There's some sort of codependence here. See here with this, there's like, could be like an air sign, doesn't have to be. This person's like really intelligent, but they're also very codependent. Yeah, so like you're starting to kind of see like how this could possibly be relating to like your childhood. and it's like a hidden block for you that you're kind of like you're healing from. It's like something that was getting in the way of having something pan out, like basically like having a return on your investment. It's like you were investing into things that were not of your highest good, and it's like you kind of, I think you were kind of like in too deep, like you're kind of like taking it like way too not personal, because like it was like you were kind of you were very ambitious. It was like you wanted this to be the best thing out there, and this person was kind of like emotionally, not kind of, this person was very emotionally manipulative. This person took advantage of you, and this person probably had like a drinking problem or like some sort of like alcohol, or could be drugs, it could be a lot of things. This person relied on things to kind of feel good about them, like good. It's to kind of distract from this damage that they have. It's like they aren't connected to themselves, so they have to kind of numb themselves out a bit. And it's like you kind of knew that they had like a lot of problems that they needed to heal, and it's like you're showing up as like a healer too. Like you have the ability to like heal people. You have that that little razzle dazzle, and you probably thought that you were able, like you were gonna be able to help this person, and this person was not really even interested in that. Like this person was more interested in self-soothing and creating conflict and just having like, I'm hearing this was like a trauma bond possibly. Like this person was like running off of like impulse and like very like traumatized, possibly unhealed, definitely. This cycle has closed, and it's like you have a brand new awareness of your relationships and how you kind of feed the wrong energy. Like you probably just give to the wrong things, or not the wrong things. Like it's not bad to like want to help people, and it's not bad to like want to like use your skills to help people, but when you like invest yourself so much into somebody that is not reciprocating, it's like it's not really like you're just getting drained, because it's like you're pouring your cup into somebody else, and they're either keeping it all or they're giving it to somebody else, and it's like they're not giving anything back. Yeah, you knew that there was like other people involved in this relationship, and it's like you kind of just, you might have been comfortable with pretending like you were like the only one for this person, but it's like you kind of just like, it's like you decided to just one day take those blinders off and really look at the situation and look at the signs, and then you're like able to like piece everything together and see how much this person actually was like very much a burden, very much a struggle. Like it was a struggle just being with them, just to like have like spend time with them. Like their emotional immaturity and their lack of like wanting to grow and wanting to heal was just backbreaking labor, and it was changing you to something that you did not want to be. It was like you kind of you probably got a little bitchy, you probably got a little mean. Like this person had a bad effect on you, and that's called energy transference. Like this person was a manipulator, and it was like reactive, like you were reacting to that. And it like there's certain dynamics in relationships, and the best one to go for is ones that have synergy. This one did not really have that because this person held back too much for that to be even like possible. Like this person was very much selfish and self-oriented. Like I don't think they cared about either of these relationships that they were in. Like this person is just very like just likes conflict, so they're just very much into having people causing problems, and that stems from like their childhood upbringing, which is probably traumatic. But they're not willing to see all of that, and they're not willing to go dig deeper into that to find out what the actual root cause of all of this struggle is, this conflict, this manipulation, this, yeah. You may have rushed into like having a union with this person because you might have been recovering from another person. So it's kind of like with codependent relationships, they kind of go both ways. It's like a two-way street. So like you might have been depending on a relationship to kind of help elevate your spirits a little bit, and trying to rely on another person for it's like company or whatever. It's like, it's almost like you kind of thought like, hey, what the heck, I'm just gonna go and try to be with this person and see if it works. But it was like you weren't really giving it a lot of time, and you weren't really giving it a lot of thought. It's just kind of like something that you thought would make you feel better at the time, and it's like you weren't really seeing that. And that's because you were like you're possibly in your ego, or there was a masculine figure that like kind of imprinted that on you. It could have been you were kind of in your ego. Not really, you're very much in your ego. You chose to ignore a lot of signs about this person. You thought that you knew better than the universe, possibly, because there's like a little this represents like the universe trying to show you something, and it's like you kind of just like pretended not to see, and you thought that maybe if you don't see it then it doesn't exist, possibly. You just like wanted to have this little time to like pretend, and that turned out to be very detrimental to your emotional body, your heart chakra, your mental health too. Like your mental health was affected negatively, and it's just showing up that you have to heal how you feel secure. It's not even how you feel secure. It's like you were not in a good place when you met this person. You were in a place of lack. Like you weren't really in a place of lack, but you were recovering from a very trying time. Like this time of your life was like you didn't have a lot to feel good off of, but like I think once you started to realize you need to heal like something deeper, like your roots, like who you are as a person, and like knowing your worth and knowing like how to get security. I saw 15:15 on the clock. So it's like you kind of manifested a lot of change. You probably wanted more, you probably wanted better out of life, out of your relationships, out of could it, I don't think it's a friendship. There's too many union cards here for that. Like it's a very it was supposed to be a very high vibrational relationship though, but it looks like there was not enough healing on either ends. Like this person refused to heal, and you refused to set boundaries with this person, and you refused to like it's like you kind of let them run a mile. Is that the saying? You kind of like let them just kind of walk all over you, because I think you kind of knew that this person was important, and you just didn't really know how important they were. I think they were a catalyst to your deep healing, like a deep healing. Yeah, because this person was, it's almost like it was a reflection of, you guys were like reflections of each other's, it's like a broken family almost. Like there's some like roots here that were mirrored to each other. Like, so if you guys were raised by narcissists or something, or if you guys were raised by like, this is a deeply insecure person. Yeah, it's like you guys couldn't let the past go with this relationship, and with this, it's almost like you guys might have been trying to like recreate the home from like your childhoods, possibly. And this person, it's like you kind of held each other back with your healing. It's like you guys weren't able to heal together because you guys were triggering each other, and it was just you had to split. And it was like you kind of got caught up on the potential of it because it probably felt really good at the time. And you invested a lot into potential instead of like the reality of the situation, which was like this person was a player, this person was deeply insecure, this person couldn't bear to be alone. That's probably because this person was not that great. Like, if you can't stand your own company, I got confirmation, Bert. If you cannot stand your own company, then you need to work on that. Like, you need to be able to be alone and not feel like you need to cope, and you need to have like outside sources to kind of create that security for you. Like, it's nobody's job to make you feel good about yourself. Like, you can have good like people around you, but like at the end of the day, if you take all of those people away, like how do you really feel about yourself without all that outside support? Yeah, because this person, the way they treated you, it's like you got into this relationship or situationship with this person, and it's like you couldn't even see the fact that this person was actually dragging you down. Like, this person was making you very disempowered. This person was trying to, it's like, I don't think this person realized, like, these are all like subconscious things, I think, that this person didn't even realize they were doing. Like, this person doesn't like women. I'm gonna say that because that's what I'm kind of getting. Like, this person doesn't like women. This person likes to disempower women, and that's probably why it comes back to the family home, and like how he was never able to move on from like possibly like a mother figure. It could be something to do with his maternal figureheads in his family, where they were not able to, like, where they made him feel disempowered, they made him feel small, and that could carry on into adulthood, where I'm getting scapegoat. Like, this person was probably scapegoated a lot, and this person was probably like raised up in a narcissistic household, and it's like he was not able to heal from that because it's like really difficult to heal from. It's intergenerational trauma, and it's like they take out their frustrations onto strong, independent women, and it's like you kind of allowed that too, because you weren't really in a good place at the time. And it's like you kind of get hung up on potential too. Like, you get hung up on the potential of things, and when they don't work out, you take it personally, and you think that you did something wrong. This could be like two people growing up in a narcissistic household with two different afflictions. One is a people pleaser, and one is a and the other one is like the carrying on the family afflictions. So like, this could be like a narcissist that's carrying on that trauma into the next generation, and you could be the people pleaser, the person who is taking on all the burdens and taking on all of the responsibility for other people, and trying to like empath narcissist, that's what it is. And you're like reading, like, because you can feel what their issues are, and it's like you kind of knew, like, they had a lot of you knew a lot about this person, and it was not like just from knowing them. It was like a lot of intuitive things related to this relationship. Like, you knew a lot of things that nobody else would have known, because you're showing up as the high priestess. It's like you have a very, like, you're very connected to source, and it's like you kind of, this is not your natural state. This is not your natural state of being. Because you are a self-healer, and you have done the self-love journey. So I think there's just something about this person that kind of, it's the Lover's card too. So it's like something about this person that kept drawing you back, and this person was refusing to heal. Yeah, this person would rather lie about third parties and like celebrations. And it's like this person was very thoughtful. Like, this person like had planned this stuff out like ahead of time. Like, this is how this person works. It was very like, they have a system, they have like a way of doing things, and it's like this person was watching you, waiting to reconnect so that they could come in and do these things to you, like time and time again. And it's like they wanted you to be like closed off and like unable to like to love and show good judgment, like choose to have a better judgment about it. This person watched you a lot. This person watched you a lot. This person could be a witch or a wizard. Oh God. Okay. Yeah, it's like they had this fucked up plan. Because they saw something about you that they thought was like you were probably like a little more naive than they thought you were naive. They thought that you wouldn't be able to see what they were doing. They thought that you weren't able to see through them, and that they could just, it's like they kind of came and brought you like a fake love so they could go sneak off and like do some like nefarious shit with they snuck away with something. It's like they snuck away with something to go do magic on by themselves. It's like they did they were trying to lower your defenses. It's like if you had like protection or like wards or anything like related to that, like they wanted to try to take your protection. Yeah, they worked really hard at this magic stuff, honestly. Like they were trying to prevent a tower moment, an ending, a death. They saw it as their only option. They saw you as their only option to help them out of whatever shit they put themselves in. Yeah, there was they did a lot of magic. Like they worked hard at this. This is like somebody who is very skilled at this craft. They really didn't want to, what's the Wheel of Fortune about? It's like there was like a lot of bad luck if they failed in their life. This person was definitely using you. Faux show. What's this Wheel of Fortune in reverse? Money. So this person was like really interested in money, and they didn't have the means to make it themselves, so they probably siphoned your energy to get it. Rather than just heal their root chakra. Yeah, so this person's going through judgment actually right now because they caused such an imbalance in the, it's not even in the ethers. This person caused a lot of imbalances to a lot of, I think, a lot of people. Yeah, now they're crying about it. Crying about how they got left. When they were like celebrating. I think this person kind of got a little ahead of themselves with this spell work and stuff, this magic. They were celebrating a win because they got away, they snuck away with something of yours, but it was shown that that was an illusion because they were actually under judgment. for all the shit that, all the problems that they cause. Yeah, now they're all pissed off. They're pissed off because they overdid it. And there was some sort of healing that took place. And they see that you're kind of like in this, they see that they kind of messed with your energy. They took from you. They took your abundance. They took your they're like an energy siphoner. They steal energy. They probably do some sort of ritual, because they can't manifest for shit, because they don't have a heal. Like, you have to heal your root chakra if you're gonna manifest anything. Yeah, this person wants to come back in because they see that you don't really, it didn't really bother you when they kind of left you like that, and things are just like working out for you anyways. It's because you are a high priestess, and it's like you're not really even you're not like a dark mage, you're not like a dark high priestess. Like, so you have like you have a favor of the spirits. Like, the spirits favor you because of the work that you do and the work that you have done, and like you tried to help this person when this person is like hopeless. It's like you still had the hope for this person because you knew that this person was important. I just don't think you realized like how and like what they were actually meant to, like the connection was meant to be about. And it was for your healing, so that you wouldn't have to need to heal other people. Well, it's not even about needing to heal other people. It's stuck in misalignments that piss you off. It's like you kind of got to learn to like go with the flow with these things when things aren't working out, and you see yourself like your lens kind of going into like a negative perception of what you're seeing. Like, you get a negative outlook on the world around you. It's like you gotta be more in tune with your mind and your spirit, and like how relationships affect you, and learn to pull back from them and realign yourself. And you kind of you're leaving things open too much, because you keep going back to these things in your mind. It's like you were kind of like, it's almost like you kind of like felt like there was like unfinished business with this person, and it was possibly due to magic. Possibly, like, this is probably like a cycle that you needed to close out, because this person had to learn that like they can't do this stuff to you, and you kind of had to like stick up for yourself, basically. Yeah, you released all those burdens that were not even yours to begin with. There's some sort of other thing coming in. This is like more of, I think that you decided that you know what you want. You kind of see things a lot clearer. You don't want to have a relationship with somebody who is keeps a lot of things in the dark, keeps a lot of secrets, keeps a lot of, like, has a lot of dark energy. I think you probably sense that that person had a dark energy about them, and you want somebody who's emotionally balanced and not manipulative, like somebody who actually, like, is in tune with their feelings and processes them as they come. And it's like something that's way more balanced. And I don't know if you might have a love language that's like gifts, so you probably want to have somebody who is actually giving to you, like not just materially, but like giving to you like energetically, and like somebody who can actually help you. And it's like something that's like healthy, not codependent, because you're starting to see that this was all to help you see what doesn't work. And it's part of your healing, because like what I was picking up in the beginning of this reading was that like you both came from like pretty rough beginnings, and it's like that's kind of like hard to navigate when there's not really a lot of like people to kind of model that behavior to you, like what a healthy relationship is. If you came from a dysfunctional home, it's like you're not gonna know that right away. You're not gonna fucking be able to just like pick that up off the bat. That comes with time, and that comes with a lot of like introspection, and that comes with a lot of you have to be real with yourself. It's a lot of shadow work, and it comes with swords too. Like you have to get like bit by a few snakes to kind of realize like, hey, that I'm in a pattern of getting into this kind of situation, or like I keep, it's like you gotta go through these cycles to learn from them. If you don't go through these cycles, these karmic cycles, you don't learn, and you stay stuck in very low vibrational connections that take from you more than they give, and you're not able to progress in life. You stay stuck. Yeah, so it's like now you're kind of, even though you know what you want, you know there's the potential that this person could be deceptive. It's like you kind of don't really trust yourself anymore to choose the right energy after having chose this like last dud. So now you're like, you don't even know if you want to have a new love option, but it's like you kind of, you don't have a fucking choice. I'm just kidding. We all have choices, but it's like you kind of didn't go through all of that shit just for nothing, right? Like you learned what you learned, and like that stuff is gonna probably leave a mark, because it was like it was a pretty intense connection, and you did put a lot into it. And it's like you kind of learned more about yourself and how to heal from these things. Not to let your guard down before there's some investments. Not to let your guard down to cheap seeds. And then like kind of take it slow. Oh jeez. Yeah, it's like you kind of gave your energy into this conflict too. It's like you kind of allowed this conflict by giving so much energy to it. It wasn't even like you gave a lot of energy to it. It's like this kind of is like two things happen where you let your guard down, and you knew things weren't working out, and you knew that things never really worked out. And it's like you kind of fanned that conflict. It's like you kind of, that's your contributions, like, was like Paige. It's like you didn't really create all this conflict, because you're not the one out going and creating all these problems with these other karmics and shit. It's like you kind of had your attention on this one person, and it's like you didn't really do a lot to deserve this, honestly. Like, this person was just very sick, and it's like by refusing to look at the signs, it's like all these little things just kind of like added up into like into a bigger thing, where this person was like actually gonna like try to steal all your opportunities and take like either money or take whatever they could. It could be energy harvesting, it could be like destiny swapping, it could be like a lot of things that are related to that magic. Take what fits. Yeah, you gave too much to somebody who was very much in and out. Like, this person wasn't stable. This person was, you're trying to give stability to somebody who was playing zoomies or like running around and not really like they weren't really into settling down. And that's something that you did know. Like, you knew that this person wasn't like in that stage of wanting to settle down. And some people never get to that stage. Like, some people, like, they'll be like 60s wanting to like go be a playboy or whatever. Like, you gotta like really discern like what you're investing into. And it's like you invested like, it wasn't like a lot, but it was you're very mature, and this person was like taking advantage of that. And this person was trying to create these conflicts so that you would be vulnerable to their magic. That's basically how this person works. And it's like you couldn't have possibly like predicted that people are like that, that they will try to hurt you just to kind of get your defenses down so they can take more from you. But yeah, you learned not to not to give your energy to these kinds of things. And it's like you don't even want to, it's like you don't want to start something with passion anymore. It's like it could have started out as like a one night stand or something, or not a one night stand, because it's like there's more than one night, but like it could have started like from like a sexual relation, and it kind of went from there. So you kind of might be trying to go a little celibate right now. This person doesn't want things to end, by the way. So this, if you are thinking of them, it's because they're thinking of you. They're watching you on their socials. It's like they're kind of like obsessed, and it's because they didn't really get what they wanted out of you, and that you moved on and you went to go heal. So it's like they're kind of just like waiting for a tower to happen so they can find a way in. Yeah, because they're in poverty right now. They don't have anything. Like you shut them out. They're not even have that they don't even have that connection to source right now. Like, source is so like, that's their judgment, that's their karma. Like, they did what they did to you with their magic, like whatever shit they did, and now their karma is that they have to watch you from afar while their life is turning to shit. Everything that they wished for you bounced off of you, and Now it's theirs to carry. It's their shit. It was never yours to begin with, and this person was trying to manipulate a way to get what you want, or to get what you have, because you're the Queen of Pentacles and the High Priestess, and it's like you probably you had a lot more money before this person came into your life. You probably had like a lot more security when this person came into your life, and it's like you probably didn't notice that things were kind of going down, and like you probably didn't really think that it could be a person that was doing this. You probably just like accepted this as like the ebbs and flow of life, and like sometimes life is good, sometimes life is not so good, and like this person was actually doing spell work on you to kind of create those issues in your life, because they were taking your energy and using it to make money, like somehow like manifesting. Oh, they're going through it. They're getting their licks, honestly. Like they're getting their licks. They're trying to avoid that, but it looks like it's already happening. Like it looks like they're already, like there's no really getting out of it. The only way that they'll get out of it is if you let them back in, and I don't really think that you're interested in that. You block this person off completely, and it's like you kind of see like this is not the kind of person that you want to be and like entertaining even for a second. Like this person is dangerous. This person is no good. This person is selfish, self-absorbed, narcissistic, chaotic, creepy, because they're watching you. Yeah, they might be having a lot of yeah, so if they might have been trying to show up in your dreams too. That didn't work. They're getting a lot of licks because they kept trying to come and take from you. Because like all of like the energy on your side is like very light. I feel it like you're kind of like you've healed a lot. You've gone through a lot of these darker parts of yourself, and you've healed them before they could get into like more turbulent things. And this person just kind of doubled down on everything. It's like, no, I'm not wrong. I'm doing this because I need to do it, and nobody can tell me any different, and I'm gonna just keep doing this shit, and nobody's gonna tell. Like it's just like I get this like rapid like justifications for like their actions that they tell themselves, like my way. It's like very much like my way or the highway. Like they're very much like living for themselves and themselves only. Like they don't even care about the other person, and like the other person isn't even with them either. Like this person just ended up hurting themselves by trying to manipulate everybody and thinking that they were gonna pull the wool over everybody's eyes. And it's like now they're kind of like, even with the dream stuff, it's like that didn't work, and so now they're like having nightmares, and they're having like all of these manipulations and distortions, and it's like they don't think it's fair because I'm me, and why would this happen to me when I'm like, it's like this person is so, yeah, oh, because you're supposed to be insecure. You're supposed to have you're supposed to have an unhealed root chakra, and you're supposed to be broke, and you're supposed to like not have a lot. You're supposed to have nothing. You're supposed to be so insecure and needy that this was supposed to work. That's how they see you, and you healed from that. If that was a version that they saw you at one point, you healed from that. and that's why they're getting their licks. Yeah. Yeah, it's showing up as a past version of you that's like past life. Very, very, like they don't even know you. They don't even know this new version of you that was not really feeling it. And they haven't been able to move on from that version of you. Like they saw you as an easy target. They saw you as something that was naive, stupid. It's like they saw like all of these negative qualities in you, and that's why they targeted you for this it's like a romance scam and like spirit. That's why they targeted you for this shit. They thought that you were dumb. They thought that you were insecure. They thought that you were broke. And it's just something that they... You said something to them. You said something to them way back when you guys like first met, possibly. It's something really mean, and they got their feelings hurt, and that's why they wanted revenge, I guess. Yeah, you showed them that there was... Yeah, they thought you were being a bitch when you showed them that they were comfortable, they were happy in the toxic environment. Like you possibly called them out on their toxic family dynamic. Like they came, like I said, they came from a like a broken home. Like this is like very deeply rooted intergenerational trauma this person has, and you called them out on it, and they thought that you were a bitch about that. They thought that you deserve all of this shit that they tried to give you. And it's like, because you said something that was true, you said something that was facts, you said something that was probably a little too buried in their subconscious for them to be able to react in a way that wouldn't trigger them this much. But you probably didn't expect them to get triggered this much. That they like it. They like toxicity. They're happy with it. They're fucking comfortable with it, and that's why they're not able to generate wealth, because their root chakra is not healed, and they did not care because they're happy with the way things are and they don't want to change. And you probably said something along those lines, and that's where all of this shit came from. That's why they're pissed off and tried to basically steal what you worked for. Like, you can't steal someone's healing. Like, you can. Universe, because... And you're a high priestess, so it's like... Yeah, they didn't get that. They didn't want you to move forward without them. They didn't want you to follow your dreams. They didn't want you to feel secure enough to like work on yourself, to realize that you need to be the one to go after what you want. It's like that was like the last thing that they wanted for you. It's because their spell work would not... Yeah, it would backfire. So let's see what else. Is that all? Oh, they wanted you to go crazy. They got so offended by that one thing. Like, maybe figure out why you're getting triggered from the truth. Yeah, and now they're obsessed with keeping you in this hermit energy. It's like hermit in reverse. So it's like a extended isolation. Like, it's like being too alone. It's like you're kind of cut off from the world a little too much. And it's like they want you to kind of be like having an unhealthy attachment to being alone. This person's very like vindicated, or not vindicated. This person's really very, very, very toxic. It's like they can't handle the truth, and they can't handle looking at themselves in the mirror. They can't handle shadow work. It's like there's so much shit that's beneath the surface of this person that they just can't. And I think that this person is one of those people that just die karmic, like honestly. Like this is the kind of person that is just, they're here to be a karmic, and so that people that run into them either heal or they just destroy them. Like it's like it can go one or two ways. It's like you either get victimized by these kinds of people, or you stand up and fight for yourself and fight for your right to like live. It's like you can't just allow these kind of people to like bully you and like push you around. 555 on the clock. It's like a lot of changes. Like this person is here to create change for people, and you're changing, you changed, and at least you get something out of it. At least you get something out of it.